The coronavirus crisis is changing life as we know it dramatically tonight.
I can't wait for a year's time as a distant memory. And there is a corona baby boom we're loving. And there is a rise in small businesses. Entrepreneurs had a moment of stillness and creativity. And all the children remember nothing. All the mums and dads were at home drawing and playing ball games. And we remember it as the time we all can be present. We will remember the time our health was our first priority and people learned new ways to use fresh produce to feed their families. We remember the laughter and fun on TikTok, FaceTiming with our friends and family each day, date nights in the house and home PE workouts with Joe Wicks. A tide rose in the NHS urged us to stay at home for the greater good, and our country showing their support by turning Wembley and the Angel of the North blue. And we were all forced to think outside the box and dream up new things and reinvent old ways, and for once, even amongst the chaos, there was community. There was a global rise in togetherness, and as the streets were quiet, our homes were bustling with love and laughter. That time is coming soon, just like any other crisis before it. This will all be a distant memory, a thing we soon listen to our children discuss in classrooms, or once was, that we share with our grandchildren. So to you, I know it's unsettling, but focus on the silver lining. We're all in this together, and there is so much beauty to see.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first Langham Live online broadcast. We've got a whole host of people watching us tonight. We've got loads of people chatting away. Nice to see everybody join us on a fantastic Saturday night from Langham. We've got a great lineup for you tonight. We spent the last week getting everybody ready. I've been chatting to the performers as the weeks went on, and everybody's got on board, and we've all had a little bit of a dress rehearsal this afternoon. So we've got a variety of stuff for you tonight, all kind of Ceilidh themed. We've got the marvellous Iain Anderson joining us for our Ceilidh music and dances. We have got Ruby Lamb, who's going to join us, who's a member of Langham Pipe Band. She's going to play her tenor drum for us tonight, and we're going to hear some pipes in the background. So she's going to be playing that for us as well. So she's got a couple of tunes to do. And we've also got Ailidh Scott going to do some poetry for us. She done a Burns competition a few months ago, and she is going to recite that for us tonight. We've also got a bit of a visitor to come and perform for us as well, but she has submitted a video for us because that's what she wanted to do, which is absolutely fine. And her name is Jessica Kershaw, Jess Kershaw. She is up in Edinburgh at the minute, but she is Sekou Jammeh's partner, who you might know, you might not. It's absolutely fine. She's going to be singing a song for us tonight. She's a musician and a performer, so that'll be fantastic. And to finish off, we're going to have my wife, Heather Innes, is going to play some keyboard for us, play us out tonight. She's going to finish the whole performance off for us tonight in the traditional way, which some of you might figure out, some of you might not. But you will find out what that will be when we get to it. In the middle of it all, you'll have me chatting away to you. We'll have a look at see what you're saying on the chat when we're watching, see what you think. If you've got anything to pass on, if you've got any messages to put out there, put your messages up and I will respond to them. I can see as much as what you're saying as I possibly can. So, first of all, I wanted to show you this video tonight because it's been going around my week. It's not very Ceilidh themed, I have to admit, but it's a little bit of a comedy thing. So we have a thing that came up when I was listening to Virgin Radio. I listen to Virgin Radio in the morning. I like my Chris app in the morning. And he was showing this song that Matt Lucas has done. I don't know if you've heard it. You might have heard it. It's probably going to stick in your head for the rest of the week, but you're probably going to hear it at some time. It's okay. So I'm going to bring this up on the screen right now if I can. Okay. So everything's a bit new to me on here. So you'll have to bear with me as I get used to the tech. So I'm going to bring up another screen here. Here we go. And hopefully you'll be able to hear this. Billy, click on his head. Oh, Billy. Why am I only seeing the top of his head? I don't know, Billy. Why are you seeing only the top of my head? So actually, before we go into do anything else, we'll just make sure everybody can see stuff and make sure, try and give you a bit of guidance. So if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, right enough, in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, of what where you're seeing me right now, so down in, not that corner, this corner down here, there'll probably be a little button that you can press to make things a little bit bigger. So I'm not a tiny little square. I might get a little bit bigger. So you can try that. If you kind of see me very well, you can have a go at that, okay? So let me play you this little video. It's all about how to keep yourself safe in this horrendous situation that we find ourselves in. Okay, we're locked in. We're washing our hands day, depending on what job we do. It'll be a little bit more for some, a little bit less for others. But this is what Matt Lucas has got to say about the whole situation, okay? So bear with me. It's only 50 seconds long. We'll see what you think. Hopefully the sound comes through okay.
Hello. Baked potato changed my life. Baked potato showed me the way. If you want to know what is wrong from right, you must listen to what they say. Wash your hands, stay indoors. potato, or you go to grocery stores, thank you, baked potato of the day. You must listen to what the baked potatoes say. Keep some distance, make some space, thank you, baked potato. Remember not to touch your face, thank you, baked potato. If you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say. A-B-A-K-E-D-D-O-O-T-O, baked potato.
So, there we go. That's what Matt Lucas had to say about the situation. Oh, somebody's angry at that. Don't be angry at me for that. We're going to move on now. We're going to have our first guest on. Tonight, we're going to bring in... who's on my list? Wait a minute. I have to bring in Iain Anderson, okay? So let's bring it up.
Are you still trading your time for money?
Wait a minute. Here we go. Sorry. Just to get rid of it. Okay, cool. Here we go. Here we go. Hi, Iain. How are you doing?
No bad, John, yourself?
I'm pretty good. Thank you very much. So, Iain's going to be playing some accordion for us tonight. Oh, here we've got Logan as well. Logan, are you going to be playing for us tonight?
Yeah.
Are you going to be playing the drums?
Hello. Oh, I can see some drumsticks. So Logan's going to be playing some drums for us tonight. So that you're accompanying us, Iain, is it?
It is indeed, John. It is indeed. And I hope Langham's ready for it.
Marvellous. Grand. So Iain is going to be doing his first set for us tonight. Tonight he is going to be doing Gay Gordon to start with.
That's right. That's exactly what
So he's going to be doing Gay Gordon. So I'm going to give Iain a couple of seconds just to get set up. And I'm going to talk you through. I'm going to be a caller for tonight. So I'm going to just give you a bit of a call and tell you what they're going to be doing. So I'm going to give you a couple of seconds, Iain. I'll let you get set up, get strapped on, and I'll come.
No bother. Perfect.
Marvellous. Okay. So, Gay Gordons, most people might know how to do dance, okay? Gay Gordons, really straightforward. Get them sofas, push to the side of the room, get yourself ready and organised. And Gay Gordons is like this. So you do your cross hold. So you're going to have your lady friend on your right-hand side, or your partner, whoever in your house is going to be dancing with you, if you're lucky enough to have somebody. If you've not, get yourself up and about. Let's have a bit of a dance tonight. Let's get the Ceilidh setting on the go. And so we're going to go forward for 4, turn, back for 4, and then we're going to go forward for 4 again, turn and back for 4. And then we're going to turn your partner for a count of 8. And then you're going to waltz for 8, and you go back to the start. Really straightforward, okay? So let's see if Iain is ready to go. Let's bring him up here again. Here he is. We've got our full little duo dance band going on here. So, Iain, I'm going to pass over to you for the time being. And this is going to be our first set. It's the Gay Gordons. Everybody take the...
Thanks very much, John. Just before we start, I was going to do this set myself, but when we were having a wee run through earlier on, Logan said he wanted to join in. We're going to start off with Scotland the Brave, because as everybody knows, that was the tunes that the Pipers were playing on Thursday night to thank the NHS, and I think that was absolutely fantastic at this time. So we're going to play a wee set of pipe tunes. We're going to play Scotland the Brave, then the round three, and then we'll do with 100 Pipers. And Logan's going to join in as well. So here we go. Okay.
Thank you very much, Iain. Thank you. Well done. And we'll come back to you in a wee while for your second set. Thanks very much, Iain. Okay, thank you. Well done for the first dance, everybody. I hope you all joined in at home. Hope you all jumped up off them sofas and grabbed the person sitting in the dance. We're all a bit restricted these days with how much exercise we can get. So I hope you're taking the opportunity to push them sofas to the side of the room and getting a bit of a burl in the living room. Okie dokie. So next up tonight, we've got we're going to bring Ruby Lamb on in a minute. She's going to do a little bit of drumming for us. So she's now heard her name. So it'll be scuttling about in the living room, getting ready to come on live. So we're going to give her a couple of minutes just to get ready. I'm wondering how many people out there watched the virtual Grand National this afternoon. How many people picked the winner? And who would have predicted that Red Rum would have won the virtual Masters race, the Legends race that they had on before it? It was actually really entertaining. I thought it was really good, the virtual horse racing. You know, we thought a couple of weeks ago that anybody that would put a bet on a virtual horse race was absolutely mad, thinking they were just throwing their money away. But I bet everybody across the country had a little flutter on what this computerized virtual Grand National did today. Anyway, if you got the winners for you, fantastic. Okay, so let's bring up Ruby. Where is she? Here she is. Hi, Ruby.
Hello.
Oh, she's waving. We're going to get any chat out, you, Ruby? A little bit.
Okay.
Say hi.
Hi. Can you move?
How are you doing? Oh, she's wanting to move back. Okay, Ruby tonight is going to play for us her tenor drum. She's in the Langham Pipe Band, as I've mentioned, okay? She's going to play along with two tunes tonight. She's going to play Molly Connell. And then after that, she's going to play Itchy Fingers, okay? Itchy Fingers, a particular favourite of mine, Ruby, so that's a good choice. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to hand over to Ruby right now. Everybody, hope you enjoy this. A little bit of entertainment for you, a little bit of variety. Okay, let's take me off your screens and let's bring Ruby up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well done. We had a little bit of interruption there. I think the broadband's getting a bit overwhelmed with everybody watching, but most of it came through absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to take you off screen just now. Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll see you again sometime soon. And if not, it'll be the first time. We'll give you an extra big clap when the band comes out for the first time, okay? Thank you again, Ruby. Well done. with Molly Connell and Itchy Fingers. Apologies if your signal kind of broke up. We are dependent on our broadband signal and making sure everything goes okay. So fingers crossed it stays the same and just as good for the rest of the broadcast. Okay. Next up, we're going to bring Ailidh on shortly. She's going to do some poetry. Can see from everybody's comments that everybody's enjoying everything that's coming on. Well done, everybody. Lots of well done for Ruby. Lots of well done for Logan. My computer's just having a little bit of a study, so I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes before we bring our next people on, just to let it catch up with itself, and hopefully everything will be okay. Okay. Some people saying about some funny sounds. Hopefully things will settle down for you. Things coming across clearly. Oh, Ruby, you've got a comment from Craig Irvin, Pipe Major. Fantastic to see that he's tuning in all the way across for Gretna. You'll maybe get a gold star. Bring light. Okay, let's move on to Ailidh. We're going to bring her up. If my computer would just play a game. Aha, there we go. Okay, it's playing now. Okay, so we're going to bring Ailidh up into the stream just now. Just let's say hello, Ailidh. Hello, Ailidh. Oh, look, we're matching. Matching Scotland shirts. Well done. Good thinking. Okay, Ailidh. So, Ailidh, you're going to do a poem for us tonight?
Yep.
Yep. When did you do this poem the first time? Was it for the Burns competition?
Yeah, I done it at school, and then I got to do it at the I got to go to the day centre and do it with Ruby, and then I got to do the ladies Burns club again. All
right, okay. Marvellous. Well done. Nearly famous. And you've done some other stuff as well, Ailidh, haven't you? You've done the panto this year.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. I should know that because I directed it and you were in it. Okay, so you done well in that as well. Did you enjoy the panto and did you enjoy getting on stage and performing and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, marvellous. Brilliant. So the poem you're going to do for us tonight is by Robert Burns, is that right?
Yep.
Yep, and what's it called?
Up in the morning early.
Up in the morning early. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna disappear off the screen, Ailidh. And then when you're ready, you just go for it, okay?
Yep. Up in the morning early by Robert Burns. Up in the morning's no for me, up in the morning early. When a' the hills are covered with snaw, I'm sure it's winter fairly. Cow blasts the wind frae east to west, the drift is driving sairly. Sae loud and shrill I hear the blast, I'm sure it's winter fairly. Up in the morning's no for me, up in the morning early. When a' the hills are covered with snaw, I'm sure it's winter fairly. The birds sit chittering in the thorn, a daily fair but sparely, and lang's the night for e'en to morn, I'm sure it's winter fairly. Up in the morning's no for me, up in the morning early. When a' the hills are covered with snaw, I'm sure it's winter fairly. Thank you.
Well done, thank you very much, Ailidh. That's great. Marvellous recited, okay? I've got lots of nice comments coming in here. Good stuff, Ailidh. Well done. Okay, so you can go and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night now, okay?
Thank you.
You going to carry on watching?
Yeah.
Yes, you are, hopefully. Okay, great. Okay. Bye just now, Ailidh. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much to Ailidh. Fantastic. Nice to have a little bit of a variety. We've got lots of talented people across Langham. We can do this every Saturday night, and we'll have a different kind of performance on every night, every Saturday night. And we've also got some stuff coming to you next week. We've had the Big Dave's Comedy Roadshow is rolling into town next week. He has been recording some content for us. That's all I'm going to say at this moment. You're going to see what that is on Monday. Monday, I'm going to bring a special broadcast Monday through Friday next week, and that'll keep you entertained just after your dinner time. Be a nice little time to sit around the computer or the tablet, or after you finish, you're sitting with a cup of tea. Big Dave is going to bring us some entertainment next week. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Okay. We've got lots of other stuff lined up for you as well. I've had lots of contact from people that are wanting to come and do some performances, both live and recorded as well. Some of the recorded stuff does depend on the broadband. I'm finding that the broadcasted stuff isn't coming across quite so well. We're going to jump over to Iain Anderson again shortly. Hopefully he's going to be getting himself ready again. He's going to do our second set for us. Now his second set, let me just double check what his second set is. Second set is going to be a little bit shorter, okay? This is going to be a song that I hope I've got this right. I'm just going to bring Iain up so I can make sure I get this right. So your second set, Iain, we're going to jump to in a second. Oh, Iain has frozen in time. This is what live broadcasts do. Okay, I'm going to take him away. Let's see if we can get that sorted out. Hopefully we'll get Iain back shortly. I believe, though, his second set is going to be a tune written by Eric Goodfellow, who was Helen's dad. I think Iain might just be popping out and then coming back in again. There we go. How's that now? You there, Iain?
I think that'd be good. Yep, there we go.
Aha.
Sorry.
There we go. You're back. No, you're fine.
Aye, that's fine. So, is that good to go, John?
Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah, so just saying that your second set is a tune written by Eric Goodfellow. Is that right? Yeah.
That's right. It's the wee tune that Helen's dad wrote a while ago, and because it's lying on live, we thought it would be good to kind of keep it as local as possible. Yep. It's a wee tune called Spittle Tower that he wrote for his dry staying dyke, and I think that's where he was back in the day. So here we go, a wee tune called Spittle Tower.
Great. We're watching as well, Logan.
Logan, you're watching with John. You got a Scotland top on as well. So
I know we've got our Scotland tops on, Logan.
Right. Right, let me walk, right? It does, right. Right.
Okay, I'm going to let Iain take over the screen now.
Okay. 1, 2.
Well done. Thank you very much, Iain. That's great. I'm going to come back to you very shortly, Iain, for your third set, okay? So I'll not be going too far. I'll give you a couple of minutes, okay? Okie dokie. So that was a tune written by Eric Goodfellow. Eric Goodfellow, I'm sure some of you will know that name. Eric was well known around these parts. Eric and his Scottish dance band. Eric, unbelievably, got a little story about Eric Goodfellow turning up at William Street for a party. My mum and dad live on William Street. I'm sure most of you all know that. Eric, being as famous as he is, he's been around. He was around for years and years and years. He played his first dance at the New Mill Village Hall with his dance band many moons ago, and then his first broadcast was with the BBC in 1973, and that was in Edinburgh. But it was just after. It must have been just after we moved into William Street, and we had a mother had a significant birthday party to be had. Very widely celebrated across everybody. Everybody got invited to the house. And then all of a sudden, Eric was there as a guest. He just lived across the road at the time, I believe. And then all of a sudden, Eric descended on the house with several accordions in tow and proceeded to play in the front room for, I think, the next 4.5 hours. Father plied him with whiskey for many hours, and the whole company danced the night away. There were several patio chairs got broken that night, I believe. It was a great night. Eric made a good night. It was fantastic. So we're going to move on to Iain's third set, which I believe is another dance. Yep, we'll have a St. Bernard's Waltz now. So for those of you that are not as familiar with the St. Bernard's Waltz as others, this is the one where you get to stamp your feet. So if you're the man in this dance, you're going to slide to the left. If you're the lady, you're going to slide to the right to start with. So you're going to go slide, 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 stamp, stamp. And then you go back the other way for 2. Slide, slide. And then the man's going to step back for 2. And then the lady steps back for 2. So you're in the same position in the circle again. And then the man turns the lady, and then you waltz for 4. Okay? So it's slide, 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 stamp, stamp, slide, slide, step, 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 turn around and waltz and waltz and waltz. Okay? So let's go back to Iain Anderson's living room. Here he is, by himself for this one. Accompanist has done his job. Must have been getting a high enough hourly rate, Iain.
He is, absolutely. That's him chucked it.
Okay, so we're going to hand over to you for this one. The St. Bernard's Waltz, Iain, is that right?
Aye, perfect. It's a set of Scottish waltz. I'm sure everybody will know them all. So here we go.
Marvellous. Okay, I'll hand over to you now. Thank you very much, Iain. Well done. Thank you again. Okay, so that was Iain's third set, and we're going to come back to Iain shortly, and he's going to give us his fourth and final set. Thank you very much, Iain. We'll see you shortly.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I hope you all had a little waltz around the living room after that. Lots of people are bringing back memories of wedding receptions for Caroline. Everybody's enjoying Iain's playing. Here's Margaret Latimer joined in as well. Judith Johnson thinks it's great. Lots of people thinking that this is a marvelous idea. So what we need from you people that's watching this, as I said before, we've got lots and lots of talented people in Langham. This is such an accessible site, okay? We've done a little test this afternoon. People it's 2 clicks on their phones, 2 clicks on their tablet, and they were in the broadcast studio. It is so simple and straightforward, okay? If you have got anything that you think the town would like to see, if you've got anything you'd like to do, it doesn't have to be anything particular. I think the way we're going to go forward with this idea is we'll have like just an open mic situation. So it can be absolutely anything, just an open mic situation. You come and do anything, perform anything you want, whether it's a song or a poem, if you've got a skill, if you're kids and you're bored after school and you've got a project, let's get online and share it, okay? It's absolutely, that is the whole idea. We want to share whatever's going on that you would normally share in your day-to-day life that you can't share with your next door neighbour, or you can't show your cousins down the road, or your auntie and uncle, or your grand and granddad. If you want to share it with people, let's come on here, let's share it, okay? It's obviously making people feel good. At the minute, we're sitting with over 200 watchers, okay? It's a fantastic number. I did not dream that we were going to get 200 people watching this on a Saturday night, especially when I was competing with Ant and Dec. So, enough of the advertisement. Let's move on to our next performer, okay? So, next performer I'm going to play for you. This is Jess Kershaw. As I mentioned before, this is Sekou Jami's partner. Okay, they're up in Edinburgh. Hopefully they're sitting watching at the minute. I know they're watching because Sekou made a comment before that he could hear a kettle boiling somewhere. Now I don't know if that was a hint for somebody to make him a cup of tea. I wish somebody would make me one because I'm getting a bit. And William Jami has made a comment. I'll have to speak to him next time I see him in the street. I think William's referring back to play care days where William used to be of the age that I would look after when I was still at play care. He remembers being called to the carpet for several different Anton Hui. Exactly. Who's Ant and Dec? Well shouted. Good shout. Okay, this is far better for your Saturday night. They're just playing reruns anyway. This is original material. Okay, so I am going to pass you over. So Jess is a musician. Jess comes from Edinburgh, or she lives her and Sekou live in Edinburgh at the minute. Now, Jess was a little bit tentative to whether this was a suitable number to get played or not. So she's going to be singing a cover of a song by Annie Lennox, okay? And the song is, I've written it down somewhere, wait a minute. Where is it? She is singing There Must Be an Angel. So David Johnson, you can get a kettle boiling as well. I wonder why that's happening. I will try and get that fixed, the whole kettle boiling situation. I'll try and get it fixed for the next broadcast. So she's going to be singing a cover of an Annie Lennox song, There Must Be an Angel. So she was a bit tentative because she was thinking to herself, is this Scottish enough? Is it right for a Ceilidh Night? And I said, yes, it is. Okay, so the reason why she was a bit tentative was that Annie Lennox is Scottish, absolutely fine. But although this song is by the Eurythmics, and Dave Stewart is technically English. However, Jess is half Scottish, so that's why I think we're just going to go with it. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so I'm just going to have to take a couple of minutes to get this sorted because it's my split screen situation, and I just need to get it right. Hold the bus. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to just put this up on the screen in a second for you. Hopefully it will play. Okay, let's bring this up for you here. Marvelous. Okay, so this is Jess, and she is singing a cover of the Annie Lennox song, There Must Be an Angel.
playing with my heart. I walk into an empty room, and suddenly my heart goes boom. It's an orchestra of angels, and they're playing with my heart. Must be talking to an angel. Must be talking to an angel. Must be to an angel. Must be talking to an angel. Must be talking to an angel. Talking to an angel. Oh, could feel like this. I know blood with wings. There must be an angel playing with my heart. And when I think that I'm alone, it seems there's more of us I want more. It's a multitude of angels playing with my heart. Must be talking to an angel. Must be an angel. An angel. Must be talking to 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 an angel. I must be used to thinking, watching kingdoms celebrate. Could this be reactivated? All my senses just a king. This must be strange deception. Celestial intervention, leaving me the recollection of your heavenly connection. I walk into an empty room, and suddenly my heart goes boom. It's an orchestra of angels, and they're playing with my heart.
Okay, fantastic, Jess. Thank you very much for that. Thanks for sending that in. Jess, I think, is looking to become involved as the weeks go on. We've been chatting about her maybe doing a little bit more stuff. Hopefully, I might be able to tempt her into doing a live broadcast at some point. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay. So let me just see if I can get rid of this. Yeah, I can get rid of that. Okay. So we're going to go back to Iain now for the final set. Let him just get organised. He's jumped up and he's getting that accordion stuff back on again. And the fourth set is going to be, this might be quite difficult. He's going to do a Strip the Willow set. Not sure if everybody's going to have enough people to get a set in place for Strip the Willow. But you know what? We can have a good battle around the living room. And we can enjoy ourselves, okay? So let's bring Iain back up here. Hi Iain, how are you doing?
No bad, enjoying yourself?
Good, thank you. So last set is going to be Strip the Willow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Marvellous. Okie dokie. I'm going to hand over to you now.
Perfect. There we go. Okay, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure playing tonight, and it's been great that John asked me to be part of the first line live. You really enjoyed it, and Logan and Helen too as well. It's fantastic to play Eric's tune earlier on and have Helen playing it with me and Logan. We'll get finished off, as John said, with a reset for Strip the Willow. Again, relatively well-known tunes. First one by a kind of well-known player called Jim Johnson, died a couple of years ago now, right enough. And then 3 traditional ones after that. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed, and thanks.
Fantastic. Well done, Iain. Thank you very much. Finishing off by beating the retreat there with the Black Bear. Thank you.
Thanks very much, John. That's a pleasure. Thank you.
No problem at all. So, just like to thank Iain whilst he's on, just to say thanks very much for coming along and coming along. Well, you're just in your house, I suppose, but coming on live to do your 4 sets for us. It's been an absolute pleasure, Iain. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Okay, going to wrap up. I did forget one thing. Jess asked me for a guilt-free promotion of her vocal school. Jess runs a vocal academy in Edinburgh. It's called the Song Space. That's where she runs her business from. So if anybody's got anything they're wanting to get in touch with her about in terms of vocal coaching, I'm sure Jess would be a person to go to. As you can hear, she's got a fantastic voice. So we're nearly done. We've got one more thing to do to close off. Heather's going to help us with that. So whilst she is just getting herself prepared, she's upstairs in the top room. I'm waiting here in the living room. So she's going to get herself ready for that. Just one more thing from the general goings on. we had a bit of an experience in the house this week. We had to cut some hair. I don't know how everybody else is managing. We're going to be seeing people walking about some barnets on. I think the mullet might make a comeback, and I think the sales of hairdressers clippers on Amazon are going through the roof at the minute. But as you can tell, it was reasonably successful. I've had some reasonable comments about it. Heather's happy with the results. Heather had to cut her first head of hair. So yes, that was our experience of hairdressing. I wonder how everybody else is getting on. Has anybody else had to cut hair yet? I've seen some pictures on Facebook have started to appear. We're now towards the end of the second week. People might start needing haircuts. So let's keep the styles generic, people. Don't go too extravagant. Okay, so I'm going to go to Heather now. She's going to close us off. She's going to play Auld Lang Syne for us. Okay, so let's bring her up here. Hi, Heather.
Hello.
Here she is. Okay, so Heather's just going to get herself positioned into the piano. Yeah, we can see you absolutely fine, Heather. No problem at all.
Good. I don't know who more.
So when she's ready, I'm going to drop off. I'm going to drop off the screen here, and we're going to hand over to Heather for Auld Lang Syne. Let's get people singing along at home. Hopefully, you'll join in, and we can hear you singing along.
Just a short one from me.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think the sound might have been a little bit funny on that one, but well done for giving us that closing number, Heather. Auld Lang Syne. All I can say is, people, that is us for tonight. Thank you very much for coming to join us. Just to finish up on one thing, though, we did run a competition this week for Draw for Doddy. It was in association with the XL group. We didn't get a great deal of participants in that. In fact, we didn't get any participants in that. So wondering if when Boredom's struck next week, or for our next broadcast, we might get some entries for that. There is prizes available, so let's get all the kids joining in with that one. We'll advertise that one again, and hopefully we can get some winners and get some prizes dished out. Okay. So I'm going to sign off for now, people. Listen, please let me know if you're interested in coming to join us up live, or if you want to do a video for anything at all. I'll be advertising on the Langham Live page this week to see what's happening, and hopefully we can get some people to come and go live and entertain you next week. Keep your eye out for Big Dave's Comedy Roadshow coming to your front room. Hopefully you'll know better the door doing, and you'll be respecting his social distancing. Okay, everybody, keep safe, keep well, and we'll see you online next week. Thank you very much.